Good morning and happy Monday. It's the Monday after we set the times forward. Is anyone as tired as I am? I did not want to get up this morning. Plus it's cold, but it was like 4:05, and I said, feet on the floor, gotta get up. That helps me, because I know as soon as I put my feet on the floor, I already start to feel better. I already start to feel a little bit more awake and ready to get up and do it. Feet on the floor, coffee pot on, and then the rest gets easier. Today I wanted to talk about, I just started reading this book called Drop the Rock. It's not a new book, and it's been out for a while, and I've heard about it for a while, and it was suggested to me several years ago, and it's one of those things I've been wanting to read. Anyway, so I just picked it up. It's about, for those of you in recovery, it's about steps 6 and 7. So it deals with character defects and shortcomings, becoming entirely willing to change these character defects and shortcomings, which for anybody, right, looking at themselves and looking at their flaws and changing them is very challenging. It's very difficult. It can be very difficult just looking at them, right? So not even changing them, just looking at them and being like, this is really what I do. This is really how I behave. And it's easy for you to gloss over certain things like, well, I don't lie. I'm an honest person. I don't manipulate situations, what have you. But if you really look at it, first of all, I think we all lie to some degree. But more importantly, I think a lot of times we lie to ourselves. And we try to manipulate situations so that we get the best out of it. So even if it may seem like it's for a good reason, it's still manipulation. So it is what it is, right? So looking at that is, like I said, challenging, and changing the ones that are not serving you any longer, or hurting you. And so I've been looking at honesty and manipulation. And so some of the character defects that we have, we've developed to, let me speak for myself. I know some of the character defects that I've developed to protect myself. So I do have some trust issues, and especially in regards to relationships. And a lot of us do. We get hurt in past relationships, so we put our guard up a little bit, and we say we're never going to do that again, or we're not going to, what have you. I'm not going to fall that fast this time, or I'm not going to, whatever. So looking at your feelings and am I being honest with myself with how I feel, or am I putting my guard up because I'm protecting myself, and so I'm not being open and honest to myself or to other people because of this guard that I'm putting up, this wall that I'm putting up. And sometimes you have to get vulnerable. Like, I've talked about this before, but being vulnerable is a strength, not a weakness. But a lot of times, I think, partly because our society dictates it, or for whatever reason, we feel that this vulnerability is a weakness, or we feel a little guilt or shame around it. Like we should be strong, we should be independent. Like, I'm 49 years old, I should have my shit together, I should know the signs of falling in love, or falling in love, or there was a cop right there and I just went through a yellow light. Character defect. I don't know. So looking at these things, and like I said, being honest with ourselves, it's important because, especially when you're dealing with relationships with other people, you want to be as open and honest as you can be. Healthy relationships are that way, and you don't want to manipulate things to your advantage necessarily to make you look like the strong person or make you look like the, not resilient, but like you can't get hurt. Like you're a warrior. You're this tough person that you can't hurt me. I think sometimes we need to be vulnerable and risk getting hurt. I mean, that's life, right? There's a potential that you open up to somebody and honest about somebody, and they're not feeling it, or they whatever, and it doesn't work out. But here's the thing, right? So would you rather be honest, open up to somebody and be vulnerable and get hurt and it didn't work out and then you just learn and move on? Or would you rather be in this facade of a relationship where you can't be open and honest with somebody because they're not in line with what you're feeling or what your beliefs are? So, you have to kind of gauge what is it that you really want. I'm trying to live a healthier lifestyle and trying to behave in healthier ways, and obviously I don't always do that. I'm not perfect. I fall short on a daily basis, but I think we all do, and it's a practice. It's constantly practicing to be a better person, and I will be practicing to be a better person to the day I die. So and it's a good feeling knowing that I do try my best to be better today than I was yesterday, and I think that's all we can do, right? So really good book. There should be more to come on this subject because, like I said, I just started it. I'm literally on the introduction, but that's been my experience from doing steps 6 and 7 as well, and it's eye-opening and it's a refresher for me because sometimes we do these processes, we go through these steps, and then we forget. We need to go back and we need to review, and we have to maybe we see things from a different perspective because now we're, where we are in our journey as opposed to where we were before when we originally, did the process or did the steps, So it's always a good idea to review. And if you're not in recovery and you don't know what I'm talking about the steps, that's okay, because we should always reflect in our lives anyways. And I think whether you're in recovery or not, you can always work on your character defects and shortcomings, which is basically your flaws and how you behave and be a better person, right? So I think it's good for anybody, not just people in recovery. And if you don't know about the 12 steps and you're not in recovery, check them out because they're really for everybody. The first half of the first step is the only step that talks about drugs or alcohol, and the rest is not. So it can be utilized for any addiction or any behavior or anything, really. So check it out. And if you are in recovery and you haven't started doing the steps, I encourage you to try it. What do you got to lose? You really don't have anything to lose. Maybe some time invested, but it's really not wasted time. You really will get something out of it. So I encourage you to check it out. Ask for help and watch my videos, read my blogs, follow me on Facebook or Instagram under Recovery Enthusiast. Check out my website, recoveryenthusiast.com. I got some great online courses there. Check out my blogs, motivationsforyou.com. That's motivations with an S, the number 4, the letter U. And so, as always, I hope you guys have a blessed day. Remember to kiss and hug the people that you love. Let them know that you love them. I'm saying this for me as much as for all you guys, because sometimes I forget that too. Send them a text. Let them know that you're thinking of them, what have you, and live your life enthusiastically. What better way to do it? What other way there is to do it, really? And until next time, guys. Peace.